Do male and female cats really behave differently? Here's what science says. Have you ever wondered if a cat's gender affects how they behave? Do male cats really enjoy more snuggles, and are female cats truly the better hunters? It turns out there are noticeable behavioral differences between male and female cats, especially when they haven't been spayed or neutered. In this guide, we'll break down the key differences in temperament, play, sociability, and more, and explore how altering your cat can impact their behavior. Aggression and territorial tendencies. Let's start with one of the most recognizable traits in feline behavior, territoriality. Male cats often get a reputation for being the more territorial of the two, and this isn't just a stereotype. In their natural habitat, male cats are typically responsible for guarding their space against rivals. Even in a domestic setting, this instinct carries over. Your couch and kitchen may not resemble the wild, but your male cat still views it as territory worth defending. This behavior is fueled by testosterone, which increases territorial aggression. Common signs include patrolling, staring down intruders, and urine spraying to mark their domain. How to manage this? Try pheromone diffusers or sprays to help them feel secure. Reduce competition by ensuring multiple litter boxes, food bowls, and water sources if you have more than one cat. But don't assume female cats are completely passive. They can be just as territorial, though in subtler ways. Female cats often seek elevated perches, bookshelves, window ledges, or the back of a sofa. This preference is rooted in their instincts as solitary hunters and caregivers in the wild. High ground provides safety and a good vantage point. Affection and social interaction. If you've ever noticed your male cat being particularly clingy, you're not imagining things. Male cats tend to be more overtly affectionate. You'll often find them curling up on laps, rubbing against your legs, or demanding cuddles. One theory is that in the wild, male cats had fewer responsibilities, no kittens to care for, so they could spend more time socializing and seeking comfort. This laid-back, loving personality often carries into their relationships with humans. Female cats, however, can come off more aloof. This isn't rudeness, it's just how they're wired. Their role as the primary caretaker in the wild makes them more cautious and independent. When they do show affection, through a slow blink, a gentle head bump, or choosing to sit near you, it's meaningful and deliberate, building a bond. With males, regular petting, chin rubs, and play sessions reinforce affection. With females, let them set the pace. Create safe, quiet spaces and allow them to approach on their own terms. Hunting style and play preferences. Cats are natural hunters, but the way they engage in play varies by gender. Female cats are generally more focused and strategic. You might see a female cat fixate on a toy for minutes before making her move. This is a direct reflection of their ancestral role as providers. In the wild, female cats were the primary hunters for their young, requiring precision and patience. They often prefer toys that resemble real prey, feathers, strings, or small moving mice. Playtime for a female cat tends to be intense and purposeful. In contrast, male cats approach hunting more like a game. They may not be as precise, but they bring energy and excitement. A crumpled paper ball or laser pointer can spark energetic bursts of play. Scientists believe this playful style may be a leftover behavior from defending territory, where bursts of action were necessary. Nighttime play is especially common in male cats. Known for their midnight zoomies, they often become active at dusk. To manage this, provide stimulating toys in the evening so they burn off energy before you go to bed. Spraying and marking behavior. One of the more frustrating behaviors for cat owners is spraying, and it's significantly more common in males. Unneutered males often spray to mark territory and signal mating availability. Their urine contains feline, a compound that turns into a strong-smelling sulfuric substance when exposed to air. Ways to reduce spraying. Neutering is highly effective, reducing hormone-driven behaviors like spraying. Offer each cat their own space. Separate litter boxes, feeding zones, and beds. Block views of outdoor cats to lower territorial stress. Try calming pheromones or sprays to create a sense of safety. Female cats also spray on occasion, though usually in response to stress rather than territory marking. A new pet, a change in routine, or even moving furniture can trigger spraying. This behavior is often a cry for stability and comfort. To help a stressed female cat, stick to a routine. Provide a consistent, quiet retreat space. Use gentle play to relieve anxiety. Roaming habits. Another major difference? Roaming tendencies. Male cats, particularly those not neutered, are driven by the instinct to find a mate. They'll travel far beyond familiar areas, exposing themselves to risks like traffic, predators, or getting lost. Female cats are more cautious. They usually stay within a limited, familiar range, especially if they're preparing for or guarding young. But when in heat, even females may travel further than usual. To protect your cats, neuter or spay them to reduce roaming. Install cat-proof fencing or keep them indoors. Consider leash training for supervised outdoor adventures. Sociability and anxiety. In general, male cats are the social butterflies of the feline world. They're often the first to greet visitors and enjoy human interaction. Studies suggest this may stem from their wild behavior, where male cats lived closer to groups and relied on social networks. Female cats, on the other hand, are more self-contained. While they may not demand attention, they can form incredibly strong bonds. Their affection is more reserved, shown through subtle gestures like gentle headbutts or sitting close without making contact. When it comes to anxiety, female cats tend to be more sensitive to changes in their environment. Moving to a new home, adding a new pet, or changing their food can lead to stress behaviors like hiding, over-grooming, or spraying. Managing anxiety. Introduce changes gradually. Keep feeding and playtime consistent. Use calming diffusers or sprays during major transitions. The impact of spaying and neutering. Spaying and neutering don't just prevent unwanted litters, they significantly influence behavior. After neutering, male cats are less likely to roam or fight, spray less, become more relaxed and affectionate, still retain their playful, loving nature. Spayed female cats benefit too. No more going into heat, goodbye yowling and pacing. Reduced desire to roam, less anxiety about environmental changes, often more approachable and cuddly. Final thoughts. Gender does influence personality, but it's not the whole story. While gender certainly plays a role in shaping feline behavior, it's just one piece of the puzzle. A cat's upbringing, environment, and whether or not they've been spayed or neutered are all powerful influences. What truly matters is understanding and respecting your cat's individual personality. Whether you have a cuddle-hungry tomcat or an independent huntress, giving them love, security, and enrichment is key to building a lasting bond. And remember, cats show love in their own special ways. A soft purr, a quiet presence, or a playful swat can mean more than 1,000 words. If you're curious about whether your cat truly adores you or just tolerates you, check out our guide on signs your cat might not be as affectionate as you think. And don't forget to subscribe for more feline insights.